Yo, Schmurder, man. yo, 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 man. Yo, I kind of wanna talk about two things, right? One thing I want to talk about. Do, does it matter how you get your ring? Like, all jokes aside, like, do we have to start like guys like Isaiah Thomas, guys like Dirk Nowitzki? Nah, yo, Smurda. I don't listen. I don't even see his joint. JJ, what up, JJ? I'm gonna be real. This rings thing, man. Detroit Pistons, both Detroit Pistons, Isaiah Thomas and Rasheed Wallace and them, Dallas Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki. I hope we get some people in the building, because I'm gonna be real. Golden State is overrated, man. I'm gonna say it, man. I like Curry, I like Clay, but Golden State Warriors dynasty is kind of overrated. I respect San Antonio and a dynasty. Yeah, like what dynasties we respect and don't respect? Like, come on, man. It's this shit is too much WWE, man. It's too much, and it's too much. I watch players pass up. Hey, yo, nah, man. I'm starting to respect certain players and certain organizations a little more. Smurder, what's good?
What's up, Big?
Yo, you a fool, man.
Yeah, listen, I ain't get up here to rap. I ain't get up here to rap. I'm gonna stay on your subject. I'm
Hey,
gonna
yo,
stay on your
hold on,
subject.
just real quick. Nobody, hold on, real quick. I did what you asked. Yeah, that dude crazy.
Yo, let me fuck down. Yo,
Yo, Smurder, I did what you said. Yeah, that dude crazy. Yo, don't mind us, man. We minding our business. Hey,
yo, yo, nah, Illy, man, Illy.
Yo, but listen. All jokes aside, though, right? Yo, look, hold on. Let's try to be serious, man. Let's try to be serious real quick.
I'm being
Right?
serious, man.
Like, so, I like what I always try to do with this platform. I just try to have us all keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being honest, my nigga. Some of these niggas rings, man, is not really respected, man.
I ain't gonna say Golden State ring ain't respected, man.
Listen,
I ain't gonna say they overrated, man. Curry the truth, yo.
all
He
right,
need to be mentioned a little more, yo.
all right. Hold on. I'm the one that always advocate when they mention
No,
Braun,
you do. Yes.
right?
Yes.
But I'm talking overall as a dynasty. I mean, when you really think about it and break it down, Kevin Durant made them a dynasty, my nigga. I'm sorry.
He saved to even be mentioned with a dynasty. And I
Right.
don't really count, and rings count a certain way to me. You know, that bubble, that don't count to me. The KD shit don't count to me. Spurs in '99 don't count to me. Just my
All
opinion.
right, but you talk about
Half
when it was the
the season, half the
nasty
season.
season, 50
And
games
listen,
when our Knicks was in there.
let me explain why I say that.
Okay.
That's the only time you've seen the AFC go to the chip, right? In history.
Yeah,
Am I correct?
that was our Knicks.
Right. Now, what I'm saying is this. We all know how much 82 games mean because Boston showed you that by fucking up in the first half and coming back in the second half and going to the chip. So that means something. The same way when you have rookies come in from college or whatever, and they never last a whole season. They last up to the All-Star break, then they disappear. And they used to call it the rookie wall. Like, oh yeah, it's the rookie wall. They ain't used to that 82 game workout. They ain't used to that regimen. Like so that means something. So that's why I don't count the 99 season for the half a season.
Okay. I mean, I'm just, hey man, big shout out to everybody. Zach, what up, Zach? Ah, my God, all we live. Sleep, what up, baby?
And the bubble, nobody wanted to play in the bubble. They had a whole meeting. Braun, the only one that said,
nah,
I'm gonna get
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, he was
dude
smart about that.
Trying to leave out the bubble.
Right. I ain't gonna lie. He said, "Oh, niggas don't want to play. Oh yeah, let me play it." That's a fact. Well, all right, let me ask you a question, because now this is how I'm looking at stuff. When you look at Isaiah Thomas and them, when you look at Dirk Nowitzki, when you look at yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you look at even the Detroit Pistons with Rasheed Wallace and
official rings, they ain't have superstars, boy.
No, but it ain't even about having superstars. I'm just saying, like, the shit they doing today to get rings, man. Like, I don't know, man.
They teaming up to get rings. They can't get a ring on their own. Oh, another correction I had to make that y'all said yesterday. Kyrie ain't do no running over to no other team shit. I don't give a fuck what he said about going to another team, or I would rather play with this guy. But he was at Brooklyn first. He went to Boston when y'all niggas wasn't even worried about a Tatum or a Brown. Y'all just seen him as the future. It ain't like he went there because he knew he was gonna get a ring. He left right out of there. Then went to Brooklyn first before both of them. Now he in Dallas where he didn't ask to go.
Hey, Smurda, hold on. Hey, Flea, I'm gonna let you go right now. Hey, Smurda, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of us on here, a lot of niggas like Kyrie, but let's be realistic. He wanted to go to Boston for a reason. He wasn't.
Hold up. You saying for a reason? That mean for a ring or for a reason?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
He went over there because Boston was popping. They had them young niggas, and they were
right. He's in the future.
No, all right, hold on. And then
so what's the future? What's the future? A championship or what? What is the future?
Because his pops already went to Boston before when he was young, and I'm telling you this. I'm telling you, B. So he said, "Yo, I could build it there." And then the same thing he want to do with the Knicks or Brooklyn. He's saying Brooklyn because it's Jersey. Same shit.
Smurda, he did not go to no Boston because his pops was there. Stop, man.
No. So listen, why did he leave after 1 year?
What do you mean? The reason why he always leave after 1 or 2 years because he a maniac.
They didn't listen. He did not play with Tatum and Brown. Remember, they was hurt.
Right. Yes, he did play. Yes, he did.
No. He played 1 year. He played 1 year.
They was hurt. Listen, they was hurt. They never even got a chance to gel.
No, yo, listen. Flea, go ahead. Hold on, Smurda. Let Flea respond.
We're gonna let Flea respond. Go ahead.
Pop Smurda, you know I love you, big dog. I jumped there. You were talking crazy, big dog. I don't know. I love everybody's opinion and perspective.
Yeah, don't fuck with you,
That's why we fuck with All Ball. You see, I love All Ball to death.
You already
just to jump back to the question, though. I don't want to get off topic.
Right.
Every chip should be respected.
Yes.
Every chip is different, though. Like, because we were talking about this the other night, and I had to sit and think about it for a second.
Right.
But every chip is respected because everybody goes through the trenches of winning. You gotta go through some shit to win, right?
Right.
But the chip that D Wade won back in 2006, right? You measure that against the chip that the first chip that Kevin Durant won in Golden State, right? If you measure those, right, which one was more difficult?
Wait.
Who had the tougher road? You know, which one is more respected? I get that, but you can't downplay any chips. And there's a road to winning a championship, right? Nobody gets to play, 3 out of 5 series. Like, you gotta win 4 out of 7, 4 times before you able to, get to that level and be able to call yourself a champion. So I definitely think certain chips are weighted differently, but you gotta respect everybody though.
I kind of don't respect everybody's chip because like you just said, it's totally different. Like, I'm not respecting that easy chip. Like, don't get me wrong, the KD Harden and Kyrie shit, I wouldn't have too much respect that shit if they would have took it and just dominated the NBA because that shit whack. That ain't really what I want to see. I want to see some competition. Like we didn't pick and choose on the court and put the 3 nicest niggas on the same team. They got to split up.
Oh, nah, I want the nicest niggas on my team. I don't even know what you're talking about, Pop Schmurder. Give me everybody that's nice. I want everybody that's nice.
Nah, hold on. All right, Mel, what up?
And we going to the part.
What up?
But all right, look, see, but all right, this is where y'all miss me with that notion, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do I, if I'm playing with the best players on my team, how do I know how great I am?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, like, I'm not saying there's no competition, but I think a lot of these stars found a loophole not to compete as tough as they should. So
I agree.
So I'm saying, how can I? This is why it'd be hard for me to put some guys over some of the older guys. It's not because I'm older or no, their skill set is crazy, but it's hard for me to put a KD over a Larry Bird and things of that nature because it's like, yo, bro, you literally jumping from best team to best. Like you just trying to figure out a way to just get the best situation you can, and then you want people to respect you for it. You can't both ways.
But most of them teams Larry Bird had was way better than KD teams.
All right,
from top to bottom.
No, stay
he had a lot of Hall of Famers.
Stay right.
You're really lining up for what he's trying to say.
Okay. No, you got those guys was drafted there.
Right.
No, Larry Bird didn't get traded. Kevin McHale didn't get traded. Robert Parrish didn't.
They built that.
But
back in them days,
Dennis Johnson did. But Dennis Johnson did.
Key player.
Hold on. He the 4th option.
Dennis Johnson compared to a Kevin Durant type status player. Come on, Flea.
I'm not saying that, but you are OG. You are OG, old boy. We about to kill Dennis Johnson. He ain't KD, but no Dennis Johnson. Boston is different.
Dennis Johnson might have been the 4th option on the team.
So Dennis Johnson is one of the greatest point guards ever played. A lot of niggas don't know his
4th option. He might have been the first defensive player, though. The best defensive player on the team.
Talk about it, Mel.
He might have, but he's
right. That's important on the championship team, bro. It's not all about buckets. That nigga is all about buckets.
Now we're talking about Aaron McKee for Philly.
Bro.
What was he? The 5th option?
Bro, a championship team.
No.
This is why you got to respect.
Dennis Johnson came from Seattle, winning a chip, came over to Boston and helped them continue their tradition. Like, there's no way we about to compare Dennis Johnson to motherfucking Aaron McKee. Come on, Bob.
No, I compare him to Marcus Smart.
Right.
Hold on, let Mel get
That's a great comparison.
Okay,
you need a player like that on a championship team. That's a great comparison. That's great.
I'm not saying you don't, but he's super replaceable.
Bro, hold on. Let me ask y'all this. No. Hold on, because we not going through. Let me ask y'all this. In that era, where would you rank Dennis Johnson as a player in that era?
Word.
As a player or a point guard?
No, as a player, just as a player.
He's up there because the league wasn't that talented. He's up there.
No.
Where do you rank Dennis Johnson in that era? Dennis Johnson is not top 10, top 15
at all.
I was going to go top 20. I was going to go top 20, but if you want to do it, you could do it.
Hold on, KD
if you want to do it.
KD is top 2, top 3.
Right.
But what I'm saying, a 3rd option on the championship team is an important player, bro.
He's got a 3rd option. He's got a 3rd option.
Or the 4th option.
He might have.
Draymond Green is the 4th option on the Warriors. He's just as important as fucking Clay, bro. Believe it or not. You need them players on the championship team to win, bro. What are y'all talking about? Them niggas is important on them teams. Who's the 3rd option on San Antonio? Ginobili or one of them niggas? Them niggas is important, bro, on the championship team. The 3rd and the 4th option is important on the championship team.
Who's next? McHale. Then after McHale, where the ball going? They're not calling.
It's Robin Parrish.
They're not calling
Parrish.
Robin Parrish.
Parrish, cut it out.
They gonna get it. Listen, they gonna pass the ball to Danny Ainge before they give it to Dennis Johnson.
Yo, hold on. So y'all telling me on this. Hold on. So y'all telling me on this platform
they going to the Chief.
Hold on. Dennis Johnson going to the Boston Celtics is kind of similar to what Kevin Durant is doing.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that.
I didn't say that.
No, I'm saying
that's what y'all saying in a nutshell.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying in a nutshell is the niggas that get traded, like AllBall says, when the GMs do their job, nobody ever talks about that. When niggas get traded and they create these teams that are just dominant. We don't talk about that. But when
nobody really cared when
niggas
nobody really cared when Drew Holiday went to the Bucks. Nobody was talking about that. Like, yo, he gonna change the temperature over there. Right. Nobody gave a fuck.
Right. People that know basketball knew that. My nigga, you can make that face all you want. Nigga.
What I'm saying, when he got traded there, niggas wasn't like, oh, worried. Nigga, like, oh, we worried about Drew Holiday. Niggas was not saying that. He's like, he's solid. That's a good pick.
Right.
No, that's a lie. I'm telling you, people that know basketball knew what that did.
That's a big move, man.
Yeah.
That's a big move, man.
I said it was, but it didn't shake nobody up. Niggas wasn't shook. Niggas wasn't, you feel me?
Well, I believe what he's trying to say is nobody had them going to the chip and just
right.
Oh no, you add Drew Holiday. That's a piece. I don't know.
Listen, I don't know what y'all talking about. Listen,
that's a game changer. That's a game changer.
I ain't had him.
Hold on.
Just taking it though.
Listen. I don't want to change. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this. I'm just saying, how can we respect some of these players and put them up there with, like, some dudes have Kevin Durant in their top 10 greatest all time. I'm saying, when have I seen you struggle? When have I seen you pick up a team and put them on your back? When have I seen you do that?
Yo, listen.
Can
I say one thing?
I agree with that.
Say one thing? Can I say one thing? Just one thing. And y'all might not like me for this, but what I want to say is this. The KD shit, I don't respect him so much to the fullest because of the move. Like the shit that LeBron did and with the Miami, he overshadowed that with the move he pulled going to Golden State. And I haven't seen him carry nothing ever.
Agree.
I seen him go to Golden State and win. I seen him flunk out in Boston once they start playing physical, which I think motherfuckers they got the recipe now. They're gonna give him that in the playoff time.
Pop, that's the first time you've seen KD flame out like that
was
ever.
The first time ever.
Nah, he flamed out in OKC against Miami.
Okay.
Listen, OKC, they was up 3-1.
And Golden State. That Westbrook played bad in that fourth quarter.
Right.
In the finals,
they was up 3-1.
The semifinal, the Western Conference. Go back, look at it. Flea him and Westbrook.
I'm trying to understand what y'all talking about.
He stinks
it
up in Brooklyn.
I don't respect KD to a certain level. That's what I'm saying. Because
he came up short a lot, and he don't get the flack like Kawhi and LeBron did. He came up short a lot. He came up short a lot. And they give him excuses. Oh, his foot was on the line. You still lost. If that was LeBron, niggas wouldn't give a fuck. And that day he got tapped up by Boston. He came up short in the Western Conference against fucking. He got the best two players in the world that won 70 games. He played big. He showed out.
In the finals against Miami, he was good. I would challenge somebody to go look that up.
Harden, he was good. He was good. But
listen, let me say this. He's adding to what I'm saying. That's my point. He was good in the finals against Miami. Then he went down 3-1 against them, and it's like it lost his soul. He left and went to the enemy after losing that series, and then I seen nothing since then but you get exposed for being by yourself. I never seen him do nothing.
I was saying this when they was comparing, saying he was the best player in the world. I said, how you best player in the world? You've been in the league 13 years with the two best shooters. How you best player in the world? Like I didn't know that.
Like for real.
Go ahead, Flea.
Now I wanted to ask you something.
Me too.
And you and the panel.
After I ask you a question too, after Flea.
Yeah.
And the panel. Sticking on what we talking about. Yes or no answer, AllBall. Back in the day when you were coming up, right? Is the NBA as talented as it? Which eras are more talented, now or back then? Flat out. Which era?
All right,
that's a trick question.
Just give me which era was more talented.
this era to a certain extent is a little bit more. A little bit more.
A little bit more, right? Okay, so just me. Let me get this off. Let me get this off, because all ball is serious right now. Let me get this off. Let me get this off.
Come on, right now.
Hold on. Let me get this off.
Nigga said a little bit better is crazy.
He's trying to line him, but go ahead.
So, if this era is more talented, more skilled, can I say they're a little more skilled? Yes or no?
No.
In totality, the NBA players today are not more skilled and talented than the ones back then.
No.
Okay, so that's where you lose me, because
I like what Fabian just said.
I feel like guys are inclined to move around a lot. One, because of what Dame said the other day, this ring culture shit. Everybody is a lot of pressure for these players to get rings. And then two, the league is so fucking talented. You gotta load up, and not figurative.
It's not back in the day. You have to.
You gotta load up.
So basically, y'all condone it.
There's 30 teams in the league. There's 30 teams in the league right now. 5 of them are bad. 5 are bad right now.
Maybe 4.
25 teams are legit.
So you
that's a fact. Houston, Spurs.
You basically condone it. Run to the ring signers and get.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying you gotta understand. It can't just be, these niggas is ring chasing. You two niggas are the same niggas that bring up rings all the time. So what you expect these niggas to do? Play by themselves against grossly talented teams and beat them by themselves?
And then what niggas gonna say, Flea? Niggas gonna say, nah, niggas overrated, niggas underachieved, like Melo.
Like Melo. And they want so much to Melo.
Hold on.
You can't win either way, bro. You niggas can't win either way.
All right, let me ask you a question.
Wait, hold on. I got a question for you, O-Boy.
Okay.
If the Knicks would have won that championship, the lockout season, would it count it for y'all?
Pop said it didn't.
Why wouldn't it be? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So why Braun shit don't count? People saying the Spurs shit don't count.
No, I don't listen. No, I don't listen. People gonna have their own opinions. I don't listen.
That was my opinion. That was my opinion.
Hold on. No. Let's get to what y'all was just trying to do. Y'all was
go back to that. We're gonna move on to that.
If right now you take each era, if you take the top 10 talented guys in the league today, there's equal amount in those other eras as well. Now, some may shoot a little better, 2 or 3 may have better handles, but Barkley is just as talented as whoever, Mike, Isaiah.
He's right.
So at the end of the day, y'all keep saying, yo, you gotta load up. You do not have to load up. Let me finish. Milwaukee didn't have to load up. Dallas didn't have to load up. Toronto didn't have to load up. I'm not saying you gotta have one superstar with a whole bunch of scrubs. But why do you have to have a superstar point guard, a superstar shooting guard, a superstar small forward, and a superstar center? Why do you have to have that to win?
Because it's changed, bro. The climate has changed, bro.
That
These niggas don't want
you ain't like that.
to compete. Listen, what does this say to you? If I'm nice and you nice, why me and you gotta play on the same team? How am I know if I'm nice or better?
It's always been like that. That's not nothing new.
Ball.
That's
Ball, how did you feel? Hey, Ball, how did you feel about GP and Karl Malone becoming Los Angeles Lakers back in 2004? How did you feel about it?
The same.
Yo, listen, I'm glad you brought that up.
That was terrible.
You ain't like to say one thing?
No.
Hold on. I'm gonna say one thing to that right there. The same thing you just
said.
That
was nasty.
Back in the days, that was the equivalent to this chasing ring thing. You do that when you old and finished and you trying to get a ring. When you done, that's when you go chase that. From Barkley to T-Mac to whoever you want to name the call.
But you don't get respect for that.
No, listen, that's how it's supposed to be now.
No, it's not, because you don't get no respect like that. Niggas don't say nothing about Gary Payton ring. Niggas don't say nothing about white chocolate having a ring. Niggas don't give a fuck about if you caught a ring when you was 35 years old.
Gary Payton contributed to that Miami ring. He did not ride the bench. He contributed to that. He put in work for that.
Niggas don't really mention that. Niggas don't really care about that, bro.
All right. But
hold on. Niggas don't really care about that, bro.
Hold on.
When you think about white chocolate, you don't think about him a ring. When you think about Antoine Walker, you don't think about him having a ring. Man, all the niggas got rings when they wash. Niggas don't care about that, bro.
But they contribute to the rings, whether it's wash or not.
Murder.
They did.
Y'all, hold on. Listen, y'all. Listen. We can't talk over each other. We talk one at a time because ain't nobody gonna be able to get our points. My thing is this. Do anybody talk just how you be throwing shots at all the old niggas that don't nobody talk about their rings? When the last time you heard about somebody saying Kevin Durant got 2 rings?
Anytime they talk about
exactly what I just said.
Anytime,
you can't. Right.
Anytime they talk about Kevin Durant, they mention 2
when the last time we mentioned KD got 2 rings and we bragged about it?
We know that. Everybody know that. When you think about KD, that's what you think about, bro.
No. My point is just how you say Gary Payton and white chocolate. Niggas don't even say nothing about KD 2 rings, and if they do say it, it's negative, my nigga.
I disagree.
No, that's a fact.
I disagree.
Nobody talk about it.
That's the only thing that
depends. That depends on who you're talking.
That's the only thing that put him up there with the greats is the 2 rings.
But that depends on who you're talking to, because a lot of people will say KD saved Steph Curry's legacy. Like a lot of people say that. So you know what I'm saying? It depends on who you. He helped it.
He helped it.
Absolutely depends on you asking, because somebody will say, "Oh, KD don't go to Golden State. They don't win those next 2 championships." So
yeah, he helped it definitely.
But they actually don't, and the organization and the team admitted that.
So then, how important is Kevin Durant?
I'm not saying he's not important. He's very important. What I'm saying is, why does everybody have to have the perfect situation to win? Why is nobody willing to stick it out in the mud and show how great you are?
Because hold up real quick, Mel. Because you wind up doing interviews like Damian Lillard. You wind up becoming a soundbite every other day like Damian Lillard does. That's what happens, bro. You wind up being slightly bitter. You wind up being
That shit froze.
That nigga's good for the rest of his life in Portland, right? But everybody will remember that Damian Lillard didn't win a ring, and he's gonna sit on podcasts every day talking about this culture, I don't like, and I respect what he. That's the same.
I respect it a little bit.
That's what happens when you don't decide.
That's metaverse standards.
So let me ask y'all a question, and y'all could whatever order y'all want to answer it. Yeah. When LeBron James first went to Lakers, right? He all facts. You know he called Kawhi Leonard, right?
Yeah.
What if Kawhi Leonard would have went to the Lakers and his AD, Kawhi, and LeBron? How would we have felt about that?
I wouldn't have cared. Cause look, LeBron, it was fair. LeBron and Kyrie and K-Love versus the 3 versus Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green. Lost one, won one. These niggas went and got KD. How do you feel if you Braun? You're like, I'm there. Then you go get KD? How the fuck are you supposed to feel? Now he know what it takes to get there, though.
I think we spend a lot of time nowadays on how these players get together as opposed to just really understand.
Niggas ain't that great, man.
And I feel like the niggas that's getting together like this, they're getting together because these are niggas that know what it takes to get there. It's not just anybody putting a team together. These niggas that's been there, experience. It's not just anybody putting all-stars together. The niggas who doing it, creating the teams, been there, bro. Kawhi, when they got wanted PG and Westbrook, he's been there, bro. Braun's been there. These niggas been there. Nigga, it's not any regular team putting this shit together. Anything could go wrong. That's why you gotta respect the chip. To win a championship, so almost everything has to go right, bro. It's almost impossible to win a chip. So much shit has to go right.
So you really don't have no problem with Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and LeBron calling Kawhi to come over there?
No, he don't. I answer.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
2020, KD was in Brooklyn already.
That's crazy. Nah, my nigga. How great are y'all niggas, man? Nah,
he already won.
Nah.
They all got championships already. What are you talking about? They all won already. They already did it without each other.
Yo, listen, I'm gonna say
their accolades.
If you would stop, OG, if you would stop and be fair for a second and look at the landscape of the NBA, all 30 teams, 425 plus players, right? Look at every team, bro. These teams have a ton of talent on them. It is not like there's a couple of teams that are really good and everybody else is ass. You gotta be in a position to win games to go deep in a play, or these niggas will bump you. It's not like you gonna run up.
Right, Fleet. Yo, it's so much talent. Yo, y'all was saying Christian Wood is not good. This nigga averaged 18 off the bench. Y'all saying he not good. You know how much talent is in the league, bro? That nigga 7 foot and average 18. Y'all was like, oh, he's all right. He not that good. He not. A nigga that average 18 off the bench is not top 20. Top anything in the league, bro. It's mad.
Yo, listen.
And averaging 18 points a game off the bench is
off
not
the
easy
bench.
in the NBA.
A 7 footer shooting threes, and he not top anything.
Yo, listen.
That's not easy.
That's tough. But I don't want to say this about LeBron right now. LeBron been doing this run the team thing since the beginning of time, right? He started it. KD took it over to be the champ. My point is this, though. If LeBron was doing that late in his career now, I would respect it more.
My man Zach right there. Zach, good point right there. Someone never want to chip on any level, yes. We may not like how I was going. I want to chip in high school. That shit was super hard. I want a city championship in New York City.
Hey, hold on, y'all, real quick. Hold on. Bossman said we need to rotate the panel. Listen what I've been telling y'all. On YouTube, we could be up there 9 of us.
No, listen,
but niggas not gonna tap in. Niggas ain't tapped in before.
But my nigga, listen what I'm saying. But then niggas gotta start knocking themselves down.
I'll come down.
I'll jump.
I'm coming down.
No, but hold on.
If you got people ready, I'll jump out.
No, hold on. But before you knock yourself down, listen what I'm saying. Y'all gotta remember, I'm an old head too. That it's hard to teach a old dog new tricks. Flea been on the YouTube. Mel been on the YouTube. It could be 9 of us up there. Like,
I gotta get with my son before the
YouTube
shit. Like I ain't
tell people we can all be up there where we don't have to knock each other down.
Right.
I really don't want to take nobody down, but I get it. Everybody can come back up. But once again, we gotta start getting used to going to the YouTube. My guys send you the link and Mel and Flea tell you the shit.
We had a good conversation. It was lit the other day.
No,
and it was controllable.
But listen, but we could be up there 9 of us. It don't have to be just 4 where I gotta take you down and then bring you back up. And you get what I'm trying to say? So
I'm with it.
But for your audience, Ball, like the younger perspective, older perspective, middle perspective on
this might be easier for niggas.
When everybody, you know, so it's dope. It's yours. I'm just saying. But I could jump out, and if you got people ready to jump in, I could jump. I'm gonna watch.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna watch too. That's why I say I get off.
I'm gonna stay up there.
If everybody want to come on, we could all be on YouTube all at the same time. I'm trying to tell y'all, YouTube, we could all be up there, 9 of us. And all of us could be up there, and everybody, we don't have to worry about getting off. You're gonna
have to put it on your main page and make an announcement and put it on your main page or something, more boy.
I'm doing it now. All I gotta do is hit the link is in my bio. It's simple.
Nigga, it's hard at it.
I'm with it. I'm gonna jump out so you can get some other.
Hey, AllBall.
All right, got you, Flea. Got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump out so you can get some other. Yo, Mel, good seeing you, big dog.
Likewise. I got my work in too. No homo. I was thinking about you. I was running my mouth. I'm like, I'm doing my Flea.
Yeah, man. Yo, I'm trying to get on the playoff. I'm trying to get on the playoff roster. They need me. They need us. Nah. Yo, I'm gonna sit back and watch. Appreciate y'all.
Gotcha. You already know.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Yo, listen. I'm about to drop off too, right? I just want to tell you one thing, AllBall.
Go ahead. Let me hear your bullshit. Go ahead.
Pull your man up. I'm gone. Pull your man up.
Nah. No.
Yo, what's up, man? What's up? Beautiful conversation, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna fight till the death, man. Listen, man. I feel how I feel, but boss, man, you just got up here. Talk to me.
Man, it's beautiful, man. You know, one of the things you guys said, what's the best era, man? It's hard to say that, man, because You know, we got these. Somebody said it's superstars in this league, man. Star, what up, Star? There's stars in this league, man. So you know, I can say 80s and 90s was best for me. You got to think about it. When they had the Olympics in '92, all of them was Hall of Famers. All of them was Hall of Famers, man. When you went past that, all the guys that played in the Olympics after them was all of them guys wasn't Hall of Famers.
But hold on, before I let you finish, that's why when some of these guys come up here, I hate the notion that this era has so much more talent than another era. I don't try to compare eras, but I just don't like that notion when they say that, because for every great talent in this era, we can name somebody that was probably just as great.
No way.
All right.
And I feel like this era got shit we never seen. We got a 6'11" PG. We got a nigga like Steph coming shooting from 40 feet.
Context. Like I always say, the biggest thing, I said this in my last podcast, All Ball, and I think you'll like this, boss man. This is how I explain it. Nowadays, players are more skilled to a certain degree because the game has progressed, right? But two things I always say. One, today's game is missing the application that the old game had. So knowing how to apply certain skills and do certain things, that's why old heads are always pulling their hair out, trying to figure out what is this we're watching, because the application, the continuity, you see it going on in college right now, the transfer portal, all this stuff, it's just not there. But the other part I think we miss in these arguments, and I don't think it's fair to guys in the past, is the freedom today's player get. Like, Steph Curry is not the first person to shoot threes from almost half court, but he's the first that's been allowed to do it, and then unlocked his greatness and gave us something great that we never would have seen if he would have played, even in my generation. And I'm born in 81. You were not allowed to play a certain way. Big guys weren't allowed to bring the ball to the court. First thing you hear, get it to a guard.
Right.
John Sally just told a story of that when Chuck Daly was like, do you want to play or do you not want to play? Because he was taking the ball off the rim and starting to break. Yeah, right. So I think in fairness to the old school guys on this argument, we got to factor in the freedom and how they're allowed to even play offense nowadays. It's not as structured. Go be a ball player. Screen and move without the ball. Run high pick and roll. That's why I know it is getting a little bit more intricate, because I still hear the same lazy arguments. I'm like, y'all don't really know what y'all watching with these games. Watch some of these sets they running on offense with pistol action, handoffs. They're allowing these guys to finally be basketball players. And as an older head now, because I'm in my 40s, I can't do nothing but respect it. And then the last thing the guy said about Christian Wood, context and perspective. I told you this in another live All Ball. This is the fastest pace since Oscar Robertson and Wilt Chamberlain's year, when Oscar averaged a triple-double and Wilt averaged 52 and 36 and put up 100 points. So that means there's more shots. So when Kendrick Perkins was trying to make the argument for scoring, he was wrong because he couldn't use context. I challenge anybody to go look at Basketball Reference. Go look at all the top scores. You'll see certain years where we know the defense was a little bit more stringent. So it was harder for guys to get. But if you look at the median, which Christian Wood would be, instead of him averaging, what is he averaging now? Somebody say, what, like 18 or something?
18.
He would have been
off the bench.
He'd have been like 12 or 10 off the bench and still seen as a highly productive guy. So that's just me. We got to sometimes when we do these, just add a little bit of context and a little bit of perspective, because there's things going on for why we see what we're seeing. So it's not that Christian Wood is necessarily so much better than the guys of the past. No, the pace is higher, the play style is different, and he's getting allowed to be a basketball player. That's just my take on it.
Now, boss man, I want to ask you a question, because like I said, you are elder up here, and you've seen some of the things that we didn't see. So if you could explain some of the players that you've seen back in your day that was doing what's going on right now, so where we can't be saying to ourselves.
I mean, I'm gonna go with, and I don't mean this to be disrespectful by our brothers and sisters, our brothers. You know, Larry Bird can shoot the ball, no question about it. But he can shoot the ball from 3-point, 2-point, didn't make a difference. Left hand or right hand. He gave somebody 40 points with the left hand.
Right.
That's no lie. That's
and
a
told
fact.
him.
And told him what he's going to do. So, but that it wasn't in their job script to shoot 3-pointers back then. It was for them to give the ball down to low to the big guy, open up the court for guys to get a layup or a free shot. So that, but now it's evolved any more like what's name said, because you got Curry shooting for three from half court. He made the game wider for us to expand the game for everybody. So big men can shoot the basketball,
and which makes it.
And that came.
My bad. No, which you said he expands the game, which means is more space. So it's definitely way harder to guard these dudes. They're the quickest, faster, stronger, and you can shoot from that deep. It's just like almost impossible. Oh, ball be talking about why you don't press. You can't.
You can't. But you know what, boss man? I thought you was gonna bring up like a Calvin Murphy, boss man. Calvin Murphy can flat out shoot the ball. I
was gonna bring about 5 people.
Ralph Sampson can flat out shoot the ball. Like, you know, it was again. I can't. I gotta bring this point. It's the freedom that they get nowadays.
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna lie. As a former hooper, I'm jealous because I go back and look at my college tapes from 2005. Like, why wasn't we playing like this? Why weren't we playing with the court more spread? Why are we running all these 2-3 passes and you know all this?
Because back in the day that was bad basketball.
Hold on.
You come down, shoot a 3 on a fast break, you getting sold.
Hold on. Big shout out Chris Fouch, man. Fire Joy, that's family, man. Let me ask y'all a question. And boss man, I want you to answer this. More, he said everyone can shoot the 3. Is it everyone can shoot, or that they're just given the freedom to shoot? Because let's not get carried away. They can shoot the 3 because they're allowed to shoot it, but everybody's not good at shooting from back there.
Nah, it's both, old boy. That's the way it is. Niggas is 6'10" shooting it, nigga. Like a center power forward coming down, doing the ball, pull up, shooting it, 40%. Jabari Smith is my man. The rookie, that nigga come down and shoots it at 6'10", bro. He could shoot the shit, bro. Back in the day, niggas 6'10", whether you could shoot it or not, you wasn't shooting. Most niggas 6'10" couldn't shoot it.
A lot of people are shooting.
A lot of that stuff happened. You got to think about it. A lot of this stuff happened with us changing this game. It came from Europe.
Yeah, I think Dirk Nowitzki was one of the first people, too.
Right.
One of the first ones, come down, dribble, fade away.
Did all that. Because he wasn't they didn't want him to be one dimension. If he's one dimension, he would have been a small forward. They didn't want that. So we want you to expand this. And they started working with all these big guys. If you want to be on the court, you got to be able to shoot the basketball. You got to be able to bring the basketball up court. You got to think about it. All of us didn't grow up to be 6 foot or 6'6". We grew up playing the guard. We all play guards when we was playing basketball. And then our game just evolved along the way, like their game's evolving along the way. You talked about you look at McAdoo, 6'6", 6'7", 6'9", whatever it may be. Shoot his behind off. He was a 6 man.
McAdoo was the original. McAdoo was the original Dirk. And got
Walt Davis
to back it up. Yeah, Walt Davis. Yo.
Walt Davis can shoot his behind him. Had to wanted to put his jump shots in. Alex English. Alex English said, if the ball doesn't go through the net clean, it's a bad shot.
Yep.
That's out of his mouth. If it doesn't go through the net clean, if it hit the rim, that's a bad shot for him. So these guys can shoot the basketball. They wasn't given the liberty or the freedom to shoot the way they shooting right now. Because back then, it was a coaching game, not a player's game.
Not a player's game.
It's a player's game.
Yes.
And they really working on these shots that was horrible shots. They working on a 1 foot fadeaway. Like, niggas is working on that. Like, it's crazy. Niggas is working on that. Telling you, coach, I work on that. I might have missed, but this is what I do, coach. Like, it's different, bro.
James Harden step back. That's a terrible shot. Like, if we're just keeping it above. Yeah, well, I'm not even trying to go down that rabbit hole, but I'm just saying as far as the difficulty of the shot.
But not for him.
It's
for everybody else.
No, but Zach, hold on. It ain't about the rabbit hole. It's the truth. I argued with them the other day. Yeah, they let him travel and they let him get away with things that can't get away with today. So that's exactly what it was.
That was the one that was enough.
This is my thing. Let's not act like I'm not saying nobody can be stopped one-on-one. I'm not that crazy. I understand that. I understand I won't be able to stand in front of Kyrie and he won't give me 90. I'm not denying that. But, but where's the effort? Yeah, you can't stop nobody. But yeah, Joker is able to grab the rebound and bring it up because nobody's guarding them. Nobody's guarding them. Like how?
I mean, who's going to? How you going to find? You going to find a 7-footer to guard 94 feet?
All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on, real quick. We all basketball. Name a 7-footer that got a handle like that. When we play Pee Wee up until high school, if a big man grab the ball and bring it up, what are the guards supposed to do?
They on them, but it's not like that no more.
That's my point.
But no, hold on.
You can't guard that nigga because you got Steph Curry on the ring. You got Murray on the wing. That's going to hit you.
Yeah. See,
what are you talking? You can't do that. Oh boy, it's different. It's not back in the day.
His man, yo, listen. Stop acting like Joker grabbing the rebound.
I'm talking about anybody. You just saying Joker, but most teams, if AD come down, and a guard trying to go him, you got
going on.
D'Lo about to hit a 3 or hit Braun on a fast break for a dunk. It's not the same no more, bro.
What he's saying is a reason why too offensive rebounds are almost non-existent, or you have a lot of guards who can rebound a lot now because teams are bailing on crashing the offensive glass and trying to get back in transition. So it's like when we hoop and we did the get back drill when one body go touch the baseline or something, or like that's literally what they're running now. But what you'll notice in the playoffs, all ball though, because they do this to Joker, they will try to run somebody at him to make him give it up or funnel it, but you're not going to see it in the regular season. But also, again, the defense are told to get back and cover that three-point line like my man at the bottom is saying. That's what they're told now. So at the end of the day, they don't even really care if he brings it up. We need to get back and try to stop them from shooting these threes.
Right.
That's what's going on. It's a strategy thing. It's a strategy thing.
But you have to understand also, it's them taking the ball out, somebody missed a rebound, somebody missed a shot. You bring the ball up court. Why do I need to come from the three-point line to get the ball? No, you run up the court. Let that guy bring up the basketball. And because you have to think about it, Magic Johnson started that because if you're a 6-foot guy, you can watch over everybody, as opposed to somebody being a 6'9" guy, as opposed to somebody being a 6-foot person. So that's why they had to evolve this game so you can make it more enjoyable. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but again, you utilizing people's skill to the best of their ability.
Listen. Everybody's making great points. Everybody's correct. I'm not denying that, but I know for a fact when you put a body in front of somebody, they think it's different. If Joker's man guards him just a little bit when he gets the ball, it's a little different. Nobody's guarding nobody. When these guys.
Hold on, all ball. I'm glad you said that. So you think Robinson can guard Joker from 94 feet?
No.
He's a 7-footer. I'm just saying, again, he doesn't have no advantage by guarding him there. He's going to shake him.
No, but shake him how? With what?
He's going to.
He's a big man.
He's going to foul him. What I'm saying, he's going to foul him.
Listen,
he's going to get in foul trouble.
I can do all the laughing y'all want. Example.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm hearing your frustration. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Hold on, prime example. When my Knicks played the Lakers the other night, we was up 10 with less than 2 minutes left, right? Mm-hmm. And you screwed up playing defense. And how many times we almost lost the ball? All I'm saying is, if you put a body in front of somebody, whether they can guard the person or not, that makes it just a little bit more difficult. These guys have the freedom to do whatever they want.
But niggas is guarding all ball.
Bro, I could put on the TV right now. If somebody get the ball,
bro, did you see the Clippers game last night?
Yo, bro, listen what I'm saying.
Kawhi barely missed. He was getting to his spot on 2 people.
He just started guarding him when he crossed half. There's nobody guarding nobody.
I said this last. Oh boy, we had the same conversation last time. I said last year when Chris Paul made it to almost whatever, when they started pressing him 94 feet, it made it harder for him to get across that feet. It made it harder to get across half court. You're right. You putting somebody on the person guarding the ball, it makes it a little bit more difficulty. I totally agree.
Boy. So you want niggas to press 2-1-2, 2-2-1?
Yo, bro, you keep with the press. Nobody said press. All I said was there's literally nobody in front of the player until they cross half court. We watch the game. If Zach get the ball 94 feet, I'm literally on the other side of the court at the
Bro, it's gonna be a bucket every time if you're trying to press Ja Morant and Steph Curry. It's a bucket every time,
Let me
bro.
ask you a question. Though. Do you think, I'm just asking, and it's not even about NBA, do you think guys should be picking up more half court or more 3/4 court? I'm just asking for clarification.
Yes, I think you should be picking up at half court. Yes, I don't think you should let your man cross half court and you still giving him 6 to 10 feet and you just letting him do what he wants. Yes.
But that depends on the player we're talking about. Some players you can do that. It's good to do. Some players it's not good to do.
Right.
Because you're not going to play. You're not going to press. Kyrie.
Right, no, but hold on, but boy.
I know when Terry comes across that half court, your behind is right in his neck because you don't want. I agree with that's a great point. I agree with that. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
But it depends on the player that we're talking about, and it also depends on the time of the game we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to too, boss man, because I hear what AllBall saying big picture, right? But I also think, though, no matter the level, like, as a point guard, I didn't pick up AllBall the whole game, to be honest with you. And sometimes I didn't pick up until they came across half court or even at all because I knew the play they was about to run. So some of that is going on, too. So
this is all I'm saying. Look, there's nobody there. Come on, man. Like, y'all play basketball, man. Like, anybody's game is different if you just put a body in front of a person. I'm not saying you're going to stop a person, but I can show on and on.
How many possessions a game do you think they supposed to play like that at any level? I'm just asking. Because I think what you're saying is not realistic.
There's nobody there. Like, come on.
He's right in front of him guarding him. What you mean?
Bro, he just got there. Come on, man. He just got there.
Right.
Stop.
They in the offensive set. Is he supposed to be all
I think what you're saying is right, but I don't think you see this whole picture for whatever reason. And what I mean, I'm going to try to explain myself. There's no need for them to pick a guy from 3/4 because they're not shooting that far back. You're not shooting that far back, right?
Right.
So once you come across to the shooting range of that particular player, then you move up on that player. So if you got Curry, all right, we got to play him a little closer. When he get to that hash line, get up on him. Get up on him. But if you have a Rondo, move back a little bit. The problem is that we saw the Clippers play the other night against Golden State. He had a foul line shot several times. He didn't shoot. He didn't shoot the ball because they know he can't shoot like that. You address to the players that you have to guard.
Right. And I'm going to keep it a buck too, boss man. Even at the NBA level, most of these guys are not required to be picked up like that in a regular season game, just being real, until like the fourth quarter of a close game. Even in the playoffs, I'm trying to get you to understand because I get what you're saying because big picture, I do think they could play harder possessions. But some of the stuff you're saying, big picture, it's just not realistic to be done at any level, let alone the NBA. It just isn't because there's no need to guard certain guys when you know they're about to run a dribble handoff anyway with pistol action. There's no need to exert that kind of energy, especially as you become a pro. You learn how to pick your spot, especially if you're a star player too. There's no need to exert some of the energy that you're saying, AllBall. Big picture. It just isn't.
Listen, I understand. Go ahead, Fleet. Go ahead.
Real quick, I wanted to just jump up real quick. I'm going to jump back out. I just wanted to say that I love what y'all talking about. Yeah, I love what y'all talking about right now. I was listening to Iman Shumpert the other day, and Shump was basically talking about how the game has drastically changed from being a chess match to being strictly checkers. It's an easier game. And when he went into depth on what he was saying, he was breaking down about how offenses are initiated back in the 80s and 90s and how offenses are initiated.
I
now.
saw that too.
So,
It was good. I saw that. Yeah.
So 80s and 90s, a lot of the guards were sprinting the ball up the sideline, getting the pass into a corner, getting it into the big, and then starting the action from there. It's gone from now. Everything is spread out, and all action is started either from a DHO, like Zach was saying, or a ball screen. And it's so different now that you are not put in a position where you got to defend 94 feet or at half court. When, just because we was talking about him earlier, when Dennis Johnson is sprinting the ball up the sideline, you better believe Isaiah Thomas is on him, from 3/4 court to half court, because he knows he's going to get a pass over to the corner to Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge is going to dump it into Kevin McHale. Kevin McHale is going to try to get a move, or he's going to get it out the bird. That's how the offense was initiated. Nowadays, I don't want to go back to that, but guys are just so talented and so much more versatile that you can have. They're doing ball screens between two bigs now. Joker is doing ball screens with Aaron Gordon, right? Like, that's crazy. That's something that you would never see Robert Parrish set a ball screen for Kevin McHale. You just would never see it. So
it goes back to the freedom piece, though. The coaches
so I just wanted to jump in and say that real fast.
The freedom piece to be a basketball player. Because, again, when you had all these plays you had to remember, who screened who. The reason why the triangle was so hard was because you had to learn how to read based off each spot. Not that these guys ain't dumb. That's hard. That's life. That's muscle memory. So the coaches started figuring this out. Let's just make it muscle memory. Let's just let them play with a few actions. What's all this? Go screen the screener and do this. Like, let's eliminate all that. Let's spread the court and just let these guys play. And a lot of Calipari stole that dribble drive offense from a junior college coach. I wish I remembered his name. So a lot of this innovation was coming out of Europe, junior college, Don Nelson, Paul Westhead, all these guys, all these people that were playing this kind of way. The Globetrotters is another one, man. So I get what you're saying, All Ball. I get it, because it frustrates me sometimes, some nights, but it's a different dynamic. I think Shumpert sold it a little bit short. I wouldn't call it checkers. I just think it's different, bro. I think it's different.
Go ahead, boss man. Hey, Coach, I'm gonna bring you up. I got you. Go ahead, boss man.
Well, I'm gonna go back to something else you talked about.
All right, appreciate you, Zach. Always, you know that.
Appreciate you, Zach.
Yes, sir.
When you talked about KD, when KD played with Golden State, he won 2 tips with them. Remember, but they won last year without KD, with the same squad.
Yo.
With the same squad.
What up, Coach?
Yeah, just added another dimension to them, which is a little wider, which is no question about it. But they still won this last year without him.
I give
it's
you
not
that.
Like they did, huh?
No. I give you last year, but that 2 he went there, they needed him, boss man, because they wasn't gonna beat LeBron with Kevin Love and Kyrie. They admitted that. Raymond Green and them admitted that.
You got some other.
That's what they said. I don't see it that way. I don't see it.
All right,
that way.
I got you.
Yo, Coach, good seeing you, boss man. Always.
My brother, always.
Boss man, hold on. Hey man, I love Coach right here. Coach, I know you wanted to jump in. What did you want to talk about?
What was that last conversation about that y'all were just having just now?
Okay, so this what I was saying was, we give all these players so much props and everybody, the Joker could do this, could do that. I'm not taking away no one's talent, but I'm going, if you put a body in front of somebody, their game may change a little bit.
Yeah.
We seen in the play, I don't know if that was a playoff game or regular season game, maybe a year or 2 ago, when Atlanta played Miami and Trae Young said, yo, man, I haven't had defense played on me like that since high school. We seen when I think Brooklyn played Philly and Kyrie put a little defense on James Harden, and it was a totally different ball game. I'm not saying you can't stop these dudes, But I'm saying literally, if the Joker get the ball, why isn't his man not just putting the body in front of him? I'm not saying you got to reach to get a foul, but how would you let somebody just bring the ball up and you don't even guard him until he get past half court? Please explain.
So I'll say this, right? From kids being younger, you're taught about drive and kick, right? Drive and kick is based off of help defense. So once the helper comes, the pass is already being made to the open man. You know what I mean? So it's like, do you want to risk your man getting an easy layup, or do you let the big guy bring it up the court? What I was going to say is the game changed to an international standard, right? If you look at the main players that are in the MVP race right now, they're all from out of the country. And I mean that in no disrespect. You got Giannis, you got Jokic, and you got Doncic. These three are on the top of the MVP race every season.
Embiid is in there right now.
And Embiid is from out of the country, too. Remember, Embiid didn't start playing basketball until he was 15.
Right.
He's 7 feet, freak of nature. You know what I mean? So this comes down to the game transforming. Like, I don't know who was saying it, the DHO series, the on-ball screens. The game has just transformed. So I just came from the Nets game, right? They ran a Mikal Bridges on the ball. They had Seth Curry and Spencer Dinwiddie come set a double screen. Like, that's two guards setting a double screen for another guard. Back then, that wasn't happening. You didn't have Ron Harper and fucking Steve Kerr coming to set Jordan a screen. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like, the game has transformed because that big guy now. All right, so let's put this in our head, right?
Okay.
You got two guards setting a double screen. You got a guard on the ball, and then you got two stretch big guys. So once that help is initiated, that ball's getting kicked to the corner for an open three from a big man. That's how the game has changed. Back then, they wasn't shooting that three, so the big man has really revolutionized the game to where it can't be as physical, because once that help comes in too hard, the right play is being made.
Right.
Good
So
point.
I
Good point.
do agree with you. Like, the physicality is not there at all. Like, they calling touch fouls, they protecting the property, but the game has transformed to a level of like intelligence and capability. Like, they're raising 7-footers as basketball players.
All right, now hold
They're
on.
not putting them in the post.
All right, hold on, Coach. Stay there, boss man. This is my guy, Rob Borg. He played overseas and he played professionally also. Rob Borg, if you've been here talking about
peace, God, peace.
Yes, if you heard what we've been talking about, please give us your opinion as far as like what you feel is going on as far as the game today. Is there any way? Am I bugging when I'm saying, I'm not saying you can stop a guy, but to me, there's literally Joker shouldn't be able to bring the ball up the court. Somebody should be able to attempt to play some type of D to either let him give the ball up or rip him. I come from an era where a big man get the ball, his handle ain't like no Kyrie. Get that up, bro. Fast break, we out it.
Press him. Yeah.
Hold on, sir, before you answer that. Hold on, before you answer this question, sir. I need my hat, but go ahead.
I got you. No.
I'm just joking. Y'all just joking. I just want you to laugh. That's all, man.
I gotta get me one too, man.
I got you. I apologize. Go ahead, though, Book. I got you, boss man. Go ahead, Book.
So yeah, the game is much different now. The guys are not putting the effort like that on defense. It's just what it is now. I was playing today against some young dudes. They was 21, 22 years old. And I'm banging threes out on these guys because I'm coming down court. As soon as I get over half court, I still see your feet backing up, and I'm letting it fly. And the defense just ain't what it used to be, man.
Well, you're semi-pro, though, so that's a little different. And you're not playing to get hurt. You're playing smart.
Right.
I know you can't guard me.
I ain't trying
you don't know this game like this. You just playing chess when guys are playing checkers.
Right.
I'm sorry, but go ahead, though.
But as far as like the way like somebody said it before, it was a coach's game before. It really was checkers before. You had Pat Riley on one side, you had Phil Jackson on the other side. It's going to be some real detailed action going on when you're on the court. Now it's a more free-flowing game. They don't want, and somebody else said it too, they don't want these kids thinking too much when they're out there. They want them playing off their instinct. And when you're doing less action and less plays, there's more space for that. So they opening up the floor. with the 3-point shot, the floor is open, and now guys like Kyrie, Dame Lillard, Steph Curry, Trae Young, they can do whatever they want because the lane, there's space there. Before you had Patrick Ewing down low, you had Charles Barkley down low, you had Hakeem Olajuwon, you had all them bigs jamming up the middle. Now that it's more free flowing and open, you got a Jokic, you got Embiid, you got Giannis. These guys are around the perimeter now, so that lane is open for you to do what you want. These guys are not putting that defense. That's old school basketball. You see the scores now: 140, 145. Like they trying to sell tickets, man. Yeah. These TV ratings and them tickets to fill out these stadiums. Clippers about to get a new stadium, so they need to sell these tickets.
Hold on, let me real quick, Coach. You just was at the Nets game. I know you probably have some sweet seats, right? So, and you're in the world, right? So, how I might not be seeing how y'all seen it. How fast is the game really today?
It was amazing how fast it was. I saw De'Aaron Fox and Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie, 6'7", 6'6" point guard. De'Aaron Fox, one of the fastest in the league. Bro, honestly, the NBA looked like a bunch of rich people playing pickup park basketball. Straight up. That's literally what it is. Outlet, one pass, shot. Yep. Outlet, dribble, handoff, pick and roll, shot. And it's just like rebound, outlet to half court, 1-2 dribble layup, 1-2 dribble dunk. And then when they slow it up and they get into their sets, it's like curl action on the left side. Oh, pass, screen away, curl in. Like it's very simple. It's simple. And then when 15 seconds left in the shot clock, initial play didn't work. Okay, 5 out, ball handler, get it. Let's go to the basket. Draw the defense, kick out. Like very simple. It's like it's a bunch of rich people playing pickup basketball. I swear to God.
They wanted to be simple. They wanted to be real simple for these kids. Like I remember when Ron Artest got to the Lakers. He didn't know what the hell that triangle offense was. What's the white boy that was from Maryland?
Oh, that was Chicago.
He was on the Lakers. He was the one teaching. He was the one teaching Ron Artest how to run the triangle. Nah, the other dude.
Not Sasha Vujacic.
He was running the one for it. He was running the one for them.
Jordan Farmar.
Nope.
Damn, you got me. I'm guessing all the white players that were on the Lakers.
Damn, what's this kid's name? He was the guy in Maryland right after Steve Francis left.
Oh, his name is. I know somebody can shoot a little bit. Shucks.
Yeah.
Not Kurt Heinrich, right?
No. He was a star too. Shucks.
No, he was good.
Yeah.
He was good.
Blake. Steve Blake.
Steve Blake. That's what it is.
So they got a video, and he's trying to explain the triangle offense to Ron Artest. And Ron is looking at him like, he's like, what are you talking about? Like they don't want these guys to be thinking about this and that. They want to keep it real simple. The shot clock it's not a part of the strategy no more. Like in 15 seconds left on the shot clock, 12 seconds left on the shot clock, the shot is gone.
So can I ask y'all a question? I want Boston to go first. Coach, you go second. Brian, you go third. Where do y'all see the game 5 years from now?
It's sad to say, man. They're going to add another shot. It's going to be a 4-point shot now.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Just because
in the actual game.
In the actual game, because like my man said, you have to sell tickets. They sell tickets because of kids. Kids want to see that. When we go see kids play basketball now, I'm at my job at Riverbank. I'm seeing kids taking 3-point shots. They can't even make a layup. They can't make a layup. But that's
can't
what
even make a layup.
They mimicking someone else.
Wow.
Yeah. Yo, Steph. I've been doing what Steph Curry was doing a long time ago, shooting from 30 feet, getting benched
this
for
is
it.
what I'm
but
saying.
That was
Gilbert Arenas was doing this. Like
Gilbert was
Arenas was doing it.
Vince Carter was doing it. Like Vince Carter didn't shoot game winners from behind the line. He shot from 5 feet behind the line.
Hey coach, when you in your facility and when you with your team and your kids and y'all talking, what's to talk about as far as like the future of the basketball game right now? Like, what is y'all like what are y'all talking about?
Make the right reads. Like, read the game. Like, you see you see your man watching the ball, you cut. Like, it's about, I'm trying to think of, like, it's about movement. Ball, like, move the pass, cut, replace. Pass,
don't waste your dribble. Don't waste your
like the Warriors, like the Warriors play.
Yeah, like, you got to move the ball and keep moving. It got to be fluent. You got to be able to read the court. Like, for example, JJ Redick coaches my third grade team, right? And he's teaching like dribble handoffs and spacing. Like, he's just teaching spacing. That's literally what he's teaching these young kids. Space the court. You draw somebody's. No need to force. Just play basketball. Trust each other.
High IQ basketball. That's high IQ basketball.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. High IQ basketball. Bro, JJ Redick's son is in second grade and he shoots high school threes already. I swear to God, he's advancing so quick. It's unreal.
Wow.
It's unreal. It's unreal. And he's like shooting like with the follow through, like holding it, like and
elbow tucked in.
It's sick that, bro. When I was younger, it was like you could do a crossover, you were the man.
Right.
Wow.
You could put it between your legs once, and you were good. So, now it's like you gotta shoot.
If you can't hit a three, you ass.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
So let me ask you a question. We know who's gonna be the number one pick. I think Wembanyama.
That's another thing that's gonna transform the league too. The big guys that can dribble.
So now that's what I'm getting to. Do you think these guys are gonna eventually one day be playing a 1 or the 2?
It's no, something. No, it's no more. It's no longer 1 or 2.
Yeah. Right.
It's no longer.
Right.
Yep.
It's
on the sheet, but it's no longer 1 or 2.
It's 5 spots on the court.
That's right.
And if they, like, for example, right, at the Nets game, right, the only big they had was Claxton. They had on the Kings, they have Sabonis and they have Trey Lyles. When Claxton wasn't out, they would sneak Sabonis back in the game. Nobody could guard him, so they were doing 4 out, 1 in, which is smart. Put Sabonis on the block. Mikal Bridges can't keep up.
Right.
And then when they double, the ball swing, shot from the corner. Swing, shot. Swing, drive. And it's just like smart basketball. It's literally IQ.
Wow.
Yo, if you look at how many 3-point shots are taken now compared to 20 years ago,
if you can't shoot, you don't have a spot in the league.
Yeah, you're
done. Look at from 5 years ago, right? Look at the big men that got max contracts and look at where they at now. Hassan Whiteside, where is he?
Oh, gone.
Rudy Gobert, where is he? He's slowly falling off, right?
Yeah.
And then what are the big men that were from 5 years ago that were big time?
Dwight Howard,
Andre Drummond, Dwight Howard,
Roy Hibbert.
Like these dudes are falling off the map.
Yeah.
And
you can't shoot, you're done, bro.
I just watched Sabonis bring the ball up the court. Like he's grabbing the ball off the rebound, pushing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So everybody on the court need to be a threat.
Everybody has to be a threat.
If you're not a threat, you're no good for the team.
Good point, boss man. Good
because
point.
This keeps the offense in motion, and the defense is always moving.
I'm a
shot is going to open up.
Man. But
boss
good
man, I'll be outside by 5 o'clock. Call me tomorrow at 5 o'clock. I'll come right to you on the block.
I'll catch up with you, man. So I just wanted to say that. I want people to got my hats and all that. And appreciate all you guys, Coach. My brother, keep doing what you're doing overseas.
Always a pleasure.
Doubt, bro.
Love y'all, man.
Peace, man.
Yes. Hey, Coach, man, whenever you need me to come out there, man, let me know.
I was serious about that.
Look,
set up a day where you do the pod from the...
Listen, when we get off this, I'll DM you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm in front of the gym right now. They're playing basketball in there.
Oh, man.
All right.
Listen, man, we about to get up off here, man. We've been on here for a little minute.
No doubt.
Hey, man, I tell you, I can't
Good conversation.
I can't do the show 1 in the morning at night. I'm being honest. No, but this is what I'm trying to tell everybody. If we move over to YouTube with my platform, it could be 9 of us up there.
What?
Right. That's what I be. Listen, my guy will send you the link, and I'm trying to tell everybody because I love all y'all. I don't like pulling nobody up and bringing nobody down. I hate having
Right.
All go to YouTube. It'll be 9 of us up there, so we ain't got to worry about that.
That's what the playoffs coming. It's about to get. Yo, this year is gonna be crazy, B.
So listen,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Remember we were talking about that sleeper? I think you might be on something with Sacramento, man.
Listen,
seeing them in person. Seeing them in person.
Hold on,
bro. They got young boys that's ready to let it fly.
Hey, Coach, hold on. Before we get out of here, my partner Fabian, this was his words this morning. He said, "Too, I think they could get to the conference finals or the championship."
Bro, their offense is so.
The way they
Sabonis is a sleeper, bro. He had
ever since Indiana, he was wilding.
He had 17 and 9 on like 4 or 5 shot attempts in the first half.
Wow.
Dog. And he's initiating the offense with the dribble handoffs, bringing it up, passing into the screen and roll. It's just crazy.
Well, listen, I'm going to DM you my number now, Coach. Hey, Rob Book, you already know family. Hey, man, shout out to everybody.
No doubt, bro.
Peace out, guys. Thank you.
See y'all tomorrow. Yes, sir.
All right, kid.
All right, y'all. Have a good night.